2,200 games. Cheeks has been to the playoffs 18 times, won 50-plus games 5 times, and reached the NBA Finals twice, all while playing an enormous role in shaping generations of NBA players and coaches. And congrats to Mo Cheeks, one of the best, man. Not only on the court with his impact, but just as a person, Jimmy.
He didn't have any enemies. There's not many guys when I describe that I can say that about, but that's who Mo Cheeks is. Great player, great person, heck of a coach, very well deserving of the award. That's the cool thing about this summer league, is it's the one time that the entire league comes together. And a lot of work gets done. It's kind of their Super Bowl in an odd way. But the legends that you run into out here, the future stars, it's all in one city over a 10-day period.
I remember back in 2003, Mo Cheeks helped a young lady. Her name was Natalie Gilbert. Okay. She was singing the anthem that night, and she
forgot the words.
Yes, and Mo came out and put his arm around her, got the crowd to get behind her.
Yes.
And she finished it, and her rendition was fantastic. That, again, that's the type of human being we're talking about.
No doubt. And you know what? I expect the same thing from you tonight at the Backstreet Boys.
Oh, yeah?
If they forget the words,
I'll jump on stage.
If they forget I Want It That Way, or Everybody, or Larger Than Life, you, George, go help them finish the song.
Well, listen, you know. Whoa. Wow. What a play there. Good defense. Strong take. Couldn't finish, though, but he'll go to the free throw line.
You know, yeah, I didn't question it coming in, but I wanted to see the mental toughness of these guys when they've been here now for their 5th game, 10 days. The newness is worn off. But I've seen a lot of mentally tough guys on this floor. And to me, great description of mentally tough. Do you find fuel in an empty tank? Because you know these guys have been through the grind. 2 or 3 days of practice before they get to Las Vegas, and then the nonstop game action and breaking down film and taking care of their bodies. But impressed with the effort and the energy level that both Detroit and San Antonio has played with.
Yeah, Joshua Duhay. Very athletic, as you saw there. Gets the free throw attempt. Been a big spark plug for this team. Back at the California Classic and getting some run here today in Vegas. 18-point ball game. Madlock loses it, but fouled from behind. Jameer Nelson not thrilled with
down it into drop coverage, and Jameer Nelson with hot, fast hands comes in from behind. You know what Alyssa Lang has to come up with right now?
What's that?
The player of the game.
Oh, okay.
She's the only vote that matters.
All right.
I was told in our production meeting.
Pressure's on, Alyssa.
Yeah.
But thank you, Alyssa. Very kind of you.
Guys, I will say one of the conversations that I had with various coaches coming into Summer League, I asked them the same question. What's the most challenging part of Summer League for these guys? And the resounding answer was finding a new identity. He said, multiple coaches, Jimmy Dykes, how easy is that to do in just 10 days?
Yeah, Alyssa, it's not easy. That's a great report by you, by the way, to dig in to find that. Cam Carter's heck of an athlete out of LSU on the cut. But, you know, you're no longer getting leadership ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're Chaz Lanier, you got drafted because you're a shooter.
Yep.
So you got to stay with what you did, but you got to find those shots maybe at a little bit different ratio, maybe different spots, different times in the game. But then, man, that's all part of the adjustment, jumping from college to NBA. Make them keep hitting your fastball, but then how do I fit my fastball in with this team in my role?
And what I would add to that, in this environment, for a coach, it's so difficult. And by the way, the G League is similar because guys are always in and out of the lineup. Is this kind of microwaved chemistry that you have to create because you have such little time with each other.
NBA these days. And you got to get along with all those guys if you're a player. You can't be late. You can't have a bad attitude. You can't have bad habits.
Madlock fires. And a 24-second shot clock violation.
Well, and went on that 10-0 run to start that San Antonio offense. It was all gas, no brakes from that point.
Yeah. And by the way, it goes to show you how deep this San Antonio Summer League team is, as Jameer Nelson will go to the free throw line. I didn't play today.
Yeah, I was disappointed that Riley Minix didn't get to play. I was excited to watch him. Played his senior year at Morehead State and went undrafted in 2020 year, battled key injuries. But you start looking at their pieces. I know how difficult the West is going to be to move up, but San Antonio's got a chance to make a real move next year if they can stay healthy.
Well, here's the thing that I don't think we can really quantify.
24 points a game, 11 rebounds, almost 4 assists, almost 4 blocks, and 3 made threes a game. And that's the first guy to hit those marks in NBA history.
Jimmy, I did one of their games this year, and I remember at shoot-around, I was talking to Harrison Barnes about the kid, as you see the flush there. And I asked him, like, what's kind of surprised you or maybe stood out? And he said, this is going to sound cliche, but his competitiveness. He goes, he doesn't even want to lose in shooting drills at like shoot-around or practice. He goes, God forbid you play him in chess, because he's definitely going to want to murder you. And you know, he just talked about like that stuff and how impressive he was, how mature he was for his age.
Well, good news for Spurs fans. He was officially cleared to return on July the 15th. Palski, Drew Timme, and Terrence Shannon Jr., those guys, they came in here. They didn't feel like they were too big to be in the NBA Summer League. They came in and dominated the games that they played in. And Filipowski shot the lights out from the three-point line. Drew Timme just impacted every area of the game when I watched him play. And Terrence Shannon Jr. has always been that big, physical, downhill driving guard. And I was just very impressed with those 3 guys. And I could add 4 or 5 more to it, but I just have great appreciation for guys, George, that have had some time on the NBA floor. And a guy like Filipowski and Drew Scott, man, that's good stuff for those 3 guys in Las Vegas.
So I covered the Western Conference Finals for ESPN, and Terrence Shannon Jr. was a heck of a spark plug for Minnesota. And he's going to have to take a step forward because Nickeil Alexander-Walker is no longer in the team. He moves on as a free agent to Atlanta. And I know they think the world of the young man, but, you know, we talked about, you know, having to hit that next level a few moments ago. Terrence Shannon is in the driver's seat to take that next step.
He is. Cool doesn't win in basketball. Cool doesn't win in life. And those 3 guys could have came to Las Vegas with a coolness about them. I really don't have as much to prove as I did maybe my rookie year. And they completely erased that from the equation. Those guys came in balled, and they were the leaders. They were vocal. Really good signs for all 3 of those organizations, Filipowski, Drew Timme, and Terrence Shannon Jr.
I like that we got Jimmy's jet here today.
I mean, you got the right 3 guys up there in first class.
For you?
Jimmy was eating absolutely nothing.
Yeah. We got a spread for you.
Teammate is that?
I will say this in the NBA. I'm not going to name names.
Okay.
But some green rooms better than others.
Are they?
In certain arenas. I'll just say, if we're looking at, I'll just name the top of the food chain.
Okay.
Number 1 right now,
Yeah.
the newest arena, Intuit Dome. Excellent green room.
They should have.
Okay. And then number 2, the one that was dethroned, Chase Center, Golden State Warriors.
Really? It was a good one.
Yeah.
I've been in two green rooms now before a game. With the night I did the Lakers at Nuggets, and it's the night before I did the Spurs and the Detroit Pistons in the Summer League.
Yeah.
I'm not a green room consumer like you are.
Yeah, well, listen, we are spoiled on the NBA. There's no question about that. But if the teams are listening, we have a green room ranking, okay? Just letting you know. All right, we're under a minute here to play. And the game is a 12-point game, but Detroit will need a miracle here. Yep, and that is not going to help their cause. So, stepped out of bounds.
Oh, the crowded corner finally got somebody.
Yep. It always happens.
Yeah, it's even more crowded than it is in the college game. You got to be very disciplined and work on it with your feet, knowing that there's no room at all for a step back into your shot.
We've got a good championship game tomorrow. 2 undefeated teams.
George, I was so hoping that I wouldn't run into you until the game started. Because that way I literally could have introduced myself to you in the open.
We ran into each other at the elevator.
And it would have been the first time we met.
When I was going to the gym, I ran into you. You were going for a run. Yeah.
Like my buddy Joe Klein, when he got traded to the New Jersey Nets, played for John Calipari.
Yeah.
He didn't think he's going to play the first game, barely put his uniform on. Foul trouble, they had to put him in.
Oh, my goodness.
Cal said, Klein, get in. Klein went to check in, and before he did, he went back and said, Coach, Joe Klein, nice to meet you.